KOFO.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball. This ball game is being brought to you by our Legion Baseball title sponsor, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King, and by the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, also by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and the City of Ottawa. Now, from the Diamond, let's join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Hidden Valley Park here in Blue Springs as we get set for Ottawa's third game of this FIKE Wood Bat tournament. Arrows take on Post 246 out of Moline, Illinois here this afternoon. Looking for a victory. They have played two close ball games and come up on the short end each time. Earlier this afternoon, the Lee Summit Outlaws beat Ottawa 4-1, scoring 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning to take home the victory. And Ottawa will look for a victory here against a team that run-ruled Warrensburg, the team that beat Ottawa yesterday, earlier today by a score of 21-1. So obviously this is a pretty good Post 246 team. They're 19-8-1 on the season. Ottawa comes into today's play with 11-15 mark. Let's give you the starting lineups. First of all, for Moline, leading off and playing in right field will be Benjamin Frieden. Batting second, the shortstop, Ryan Schimmel. Hitting third and playing at third base, Michael Connor. Jacob Pauls will be the center fielder, and he'll bat fourth. Batting fifth, playing at first base, Parker George. The second baseman, Bryce Lucky, will hit sixth. Batting seventh, playing in left field, Devin Bryholtz. Magnum Volk is the designated hitter, hitting eighth. And batting ninth, doing the catching, Jacob Parks. For Moline, Frieden, Schimmel, Connor, Pauls, George, and Lucky, Bryholtz, Volk, and Parks, with Calvin Wall on the hill for Moline. For Ottawa, leading off, playing in left field, Wyatt Johnston. Batting second, the second baseman, Ty Gambrell. Hitting third and playing in right field, Brody Mundell. The catcher, Wayne Laurie, will hit cleanup. Batting fifth and doing the pitching, Aiden Michael. Michael Hull is in center field, batting sixth. Hitting seventh, the third baseman, Cole Swanson. Brett Hadel will play shortstop and bat eighth. And hitting ninth at first base, Ryan Laurie. For the Arrows, Johnston, Gambrell, Mundell, Wayne Laurie, Michael, Hull, Swanson, Hadel, and Ryan Laurie. We are on the skin infield here at this park today. 3 diamonds that they use. This is the one without a grass infield. 310 feet down the lines and left and right, 330 to the power alleys, 350 to center field. Not a huge park. And, of course, with the dirt infield, that's always a little bit different. And the Arrows getting ready to take the field. They will once again be the home team. They have managed that in all 3 games up to this point. They play their final game in pool play tomorrow at 12:30. The opponent will be Ellsbury, Missouri. It's, again, scheduled for 12:30 first pitch, and we should be on the air sometime around 12:20 or so. Keep your radios tuned to KOFO. As you know, sometimes tournaments don't run right on time. This one's done really well today. Just really briefly talked to Jim Moran, the tournament director, on the way in, and he said he had a lot of low-scoring, close games, and the games moved right along earlier. And, of course, with all the games that were missed yesterday because of the storm that moved through this area, that is a big plus if you're a tournament director, realizing that you can get back on track here. And, of course, they had some venues that they could schedule some additional games today and tomorrow to try to get all the pool games in before Saturday. I think they have one pool game scheduled for Saturday morning. Other than that, they're going to get everything in, weather permitting, by that time. And then they'll be able to do the crossover games and determine out who is going to be in the championship bracket. Arrows take the field. We'll set them for you defensively. In left field, Wyatt Johnston. The center fielder is Michael Hull. And in right field, Brody Mundell. At third base, Cole Swanson. Shortstop is Brett Hadel. At second base, Ty Gambrell. And over at first, Ryan Laurie. Doing the catching is Wayne Laurie. And right-hander Aiden Michael on the mound for Ottawa. Aiden making his 13th appearance on the season. He has thrown 26 innings, allowed 23 hits, 22 runs, only 11 of them earned. He has walked 19 and struck out 30. He has a record of 1 win, 2 losses, and 3 saves, and an earned run average of 2.96. Hard-throwing right-hander. And he will face a hard-hitting Moline lineup. Understand this is Aiden's last action. He'll be gone the weekend here. This is his last action of the tournament, so Kyle Altick wanted to give him a start in this tournament as he continues his warm-up tosses. Our friends from Topeka, the Kansas Senators, are in this tournament as well. They played the game just before ours and fell to a team from Overland, Missouri. I think the final of that ball game was 8-6. Like the umpires are ready. There's the throw to second base, and we're set for baseball. Leading things off for Moline will be Benjamin Frieden. He is the right fielder, a left-handed batter. He'll be followed by Ryan Schimmel and Michael Connor. Moline, as most of you are aware, part of the Quad Cities area up on the border between Illinois and Iowa, Davenport, the big city on the Iowa side. Here's the wind and the first pitch of the ball game. And the fastball right through there, strike one. Pitch bounced up there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Check swing, the pitch was low, 2 balls, 1 strike to Frieden. Fastball outside. And low and outside, ball 4, so a leadoff walk. And that never bodes well. Batter will be Ryan Schimmel. Schimmel also will swing from the left side. Slightly open stance. Frieden leads away at first. It's buried in the dirt, blocked by Laurie, 1-0. Aiden Michael struggles from time to time with his control, usually when he tries to throw too hard. One 0 pitch is a strike. Second baseman Gamble really shaded toward the bag at second. There's a big hole on the right side of the infield. Michael will step off the rubber. 1-1 delivery. Missed outside. Line back to the pitcher, throw to first, double play. Schimmel hit it sharply, but right back to Michael. And Frieden doubled off. There's 2 outs. Now the batter, Michael Connor. Connor, right-handed batter. Down low. Low again, 2-0. Swinging 2-0, he fouls it back to the screen. 2 balls, 1 strike to Connor. Still a little bit of mud in some areas here on the back, behind the backstop, or behind the home plate area, behind the backstop. 2-1 pitch. He jammed him and he fisted it foul. 2-2. Chop foul, third base side. Now another 2-2 pitch. And it's low. Connor's going to step out of the box. Laurie had a word with the home plate umpire. I think he was wanting to make sure he didn't need to hear that conversation too. And the 3-2 pitch is up too high. He lost him. So that will get the cleanup man, Jacob Pauls, to the plate. Pauls swings from the left side. Connor gets his lead at first. Pitch all the way back to the backstop, and there goes Connor to second. So runner in scoring position now with 2 away. Fastball high, 2-0. Low and outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Strike at the letters. Pauls was taking all the way. Swing and a foul tip, and that runs the count full. Not a bad afternoon, especially when the sun hides behind a cloud like it's doing right now. A little bit of a breeze. 3-2 pitch outside, and ball 4. 2 on now with 2 outs. Kyle Altick comes out of the Ottawa dugout. Michael struggling to find home plate here in the first. Fortunately, the one ball that's been put in play was a line drive right back at him, and he was able to double up Frieden at first base. We're at the top of the first, 2 outs, 2 on. Home plate umpire out now to break up this little garden party. Michael will stay in the ball game. Face Parker George, the first baseman. Stretch. Pitch to George, right through there, strike one. The one pitch misses inside. Runners lead away from second and first. Pitch low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball inside. Now 3-1 count. And low, ball 4 to load the bases. Bryce Lucky will be the batter. Second baseman, right-handed batter. Michael will work from the windup here. Strike called. Up too high, 1-1. Grounder up the middle, and it gets over the glove of Hadel, the shortstop. 2 runs are going to score, and it'll be a 2-run single for Bryce Lucky. Moline takes a 2-0 lead. George stops at second base. Batter will be Devin Freiholtz. Called strike to him. 4 walks and a single. Inside, pushed him off the plate, 1-1. Ground ball back to the mound. Throw to first in time. Side retired, but Moline takes a 2-0 lead. 2 runs on 1 hit, no auto errors, and 2 left. At the end of a half inning of play, the score is Moline 2, Ottawa coming to bat. And we'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO.
Make life more colorful with Pratt & Lambert paints. Trendle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
I think what we do best is we give them the dignity back by helping them see that there are so many other people out there with that very same story. When we can get that hope, then you can do marvelous things.
In the 50 years of Valley Hope's operation, they have helped change the lives of over 300,000 people in need. Are you or someone you know suffering from addiction? Visit valleyhope.org. Sponsored by Valley Hope Association and this station.
Arrows trail by a couple as they come to bat here in the bottom of the first. They'll send to the plate Wyatt Johnston, Ty Gambrell, and Brody Mundell. Defensively for Moline, in left field, Devin Bryholtz. Center fielder is Jacob Pauls, and in right field, Benjamin Frieden. Third baseman is Michael Connor. At shortstop, Ryan Schimmel. Second baseman is Bryce Lucky. And at first base, Parker George. Jacob Parks is behind the plate, and right-hander Calvin Wall on the mound for Moline. Coaching at third base for the Arrows will be Kyle Altick. And over at first base, Brock Huddleston, as Wyatt Johnston stands in. .321 batting average, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. Johnston, right-handed batter. Pitch is a called strike. Fastball outside, 1-1. Out in front of that pitch, he swings and misses. Count a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch down to the dirt, 2-2. Ball ready. And his 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, a full count. And low, ball 4. So Johnston works Wall for a base on balls. Batter will be Ty Gambrell. Ty hitting .346, no homers, 8 runs batted in. Johnston gets his lead at first. Gambrell bunting, and he bunts foul back of the plate. Up and in. And a 1-1 count to Gambrell. Runner at first, nobody out. 2-0 Moline, bottom of the first. 1-1 now, the count to Gambrell. Grounder to first, steps on the bag, and it will not make a play to second. So Gambrell is out, 3 unassisted. 1 away, the batter Brody Mundell. Brody hitting .212, no homers, 6 RBIs. He had Ottawa's only RBI in the game against Lee Summit. Called strike on the inside corner. Swing and a miss. Pitch well thrown on the outside part of the plates. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 outs and the batter, Wayne Laurie. Laurie at .350 on the year, no homers, 15 runs batted in. Fastball high, they'll throw behind Johnston a second, and he's caught in a rundown now. They're running back toward second base and tag him out. And Ottawa out here in the first. Play goes 2-6-5-4. In the first for the Arrows, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 1, Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Evercraft Floor Jacks available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Dispro are sending you to the K to see the Kansas City Royals this summer. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Garnett, and you can be there to see the Royals host the Blue Jays on July 29th. We'll announce the winner on July 25th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
And Alex hits one well. Deep right center field. That's a way back, and it's off the top of the wall. And the Royals have tied it on Gordon's double.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Dispro and KOFO.
2-0 Moline as they come to bat here in the top of the second. Magnum Volk, Jacob Parks, and Ben Frieden. Hayden Michael struggled with his control in the first. He walked 4. And then a seeing eye single drove home a couple. Our title sponsor of Legion Baseball on KOFO is State Farm Insurance agent Keith King, located at 111 South Main in downtown Ottawa. He can help you with all types of insurance. Just give him a call. His number is 242-9435. Again, the Arrows play tomorrow at 12:30 against Ellsbury, Missouri, a team that beat them 14-0 last year. And we'll look for a much better result tomorrow afternoon. Magnum Volk, the DH, leads things off. Fastball is right through there, strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. Broken back, ground ball back to the mound, and the throw to first base in time, 1 out. That bat is gone, folks. He just basically sawed him off for all intents and purposes. Just didn't break in two. Jacob Parks, the batter, the catcher, hits from the right side. Pitch is a strike at the knees. A little bit high, 1-1. Pitch inside. 2-1 to Parks. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball off the pitcher's glove, fielded by Gambrell, and his throw to first is in time. That play will go 1-4-3. Two out, nobody on. Here is Benjamin Frieden, who drew a walk back in the first, was erased on a line drive double play. Pitch just off the outside corner. Strike. That one caught the outside corner, 1-1. Ground ball up the middle, base hit into center field. That ball just beyond the outstretched arms of Michael as he tried to spear it, but Frieden is on. So a runner at first, 2 outs for Ryan Schimmel, who lined back to the mound. It was turned into a double play back in the first. Just below the knees, 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. Fastball high. Frieden leads away from first. Ground ball slowly hit toward third, charged by Swanson. It comes up throwing and not in time. And now nobody over third base, but Hadel heads that way and the runners will stay. That will be a base hit for Schimmel, as he was going to beat that anyway. So Michael Connor will bat with 2 on, 2 out. He walked and scored in the 2-run first. Took something off that pitch, a swing and a miss. Breaking ball swung on and missed, 0-2. Struck him out with a pitch on the inside part of the plate. And Moline down here in the second. No runs, a couple of hits. 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. And we'll pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Stanley, wrenches, saws, tape measures, levels, chisels, Trendle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Whether it happens on the field or your front yard, we all have aches and pains that make us realize we're not quite the superstar we used to be. Thank goodness Advent Health Ottawa has added Dr. Chris Eklund and his 20 years of experience in orthopedics and sports medicine to their staff. Call 785-229-8438 or visit adventhealthottawa.com.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
Bottom of the second for Ottawa. It'll be Wayne Laurie, Aiden Michael, and Michael Hull. Ottawa had a leadoff man on in the first inning, but Wyatt Johnston was picked off second base to end the inning. Arrows continue to struggle with runners in scoring position. Wayne Laurie stands in. He was at the plate when Johnston was picked off. Wall throws the strike. Swing and a miss, quickly 0-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Schimmel backhands, long throw across, and not in time. Lahori beats it out. Schimmel had that ball lodged, it looked like, in the heel of the glove. Lahori will have a courtesy runner. Tanner Gould will be on base now. Aiden Michael stands in, hitting .421 with 2 homers, 19 runs batted in. Fastball outside. That ball hit in the air to center field. And the catch made by Halls, and there's one away. Now Michael Hull. Michael hitting .302. No homers, 12 runs batted in. Takes a strike at the letters. Stretch by Wall. One pitch is in the dirt. Nice stop by Parks. 2-0 Moline here in the bottom of the second. Ottawa has a runner at first, 1 out. Hull takes outside. Fouled off the arm of the catcher. He's going to try to walk it off to the left of the home plate area. Evens the count at 2-2. Gould leads away from first. Swing and a miss. Hull is out. Gould will go to second base, though, on the wild pitch. With first base occupied, Hull was automatically out there. The runner now in scoring position, 2 outs for Cole Swanson. Cole, .282, no homers, 7 runs batted in. Up too high. Little looper on the infield, and the shortstop Schimmel makes the catch to retire the side. No runs for Ottawa, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 2, it's Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. And we'll pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Evercraft Trolley Jacks, available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Game moves to the third inning. Moline will send the middle third of the order. Pauls with George and Lucky here. They scored their 2 runs in the first. After 2 were out, walks to Michael Connor, Jacob Pauls, and Parker George, and then Bryce Lucky with a single up the middle at plate 2. Jacob Pauls will lead things off for Moline. He walked and scored in that first inning. Left-handed batter stands in. Pitch is over but low. Ground ball up the middle and skips on past Hadel into center field. So the leadoff man is on. Batter will be Parker George. Ottawa infielders converging on the mound. Those are the plays that had to be made. Hadel to his left and just didn't get the glove where it needed to be. Stretch by Michael, and his pitch right through there. Oh, 1 to George is inside and low. Pauls leads away from first. Grounder sharply hit and bobbled by Hadel. He'll throw to second, and they got him. Hadel didn't come up with that cleanly, but still had enough time to get to Gambrell for the force. 1 out, now Bryce Lucky. He singled up the middle to drive home 2 in the first inning. Michael steps off the rubber. Strike on the inside corner. Oh, 1 pitch down low. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of the third, Moline leading by 2. Throw over to first, runner back. Curve, check swing, ground ball back toward the mound. Michael will have to hurry, and the throw is in time with the runner taking second. Michael off the mound to his right and had enough time to get the throw to Laurie for the out. 2 away. Here is Devin Bryholtz, out pitcher to first in the first inning rather. Fastball's up too high. Ford in there for a strike, 1-1. Ground ball to third, up with it Swanson. Throw in time, and that's the inning. In the third for Moline, no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We'll move to the bottom of the third inning. Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. And let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Many people are finding themselves spending more and more time sitting behind a computer or standing for long hours during the day. Each time we lean forward 60 degrees, the stress placed on our neck is increased dramatically. Bad posture can lead to numbness, pain, tense nerves, and even affect your breathing. Stress on your neck can also lead to tense upper back and shoulder muscles, resulting in frequent headaches due to this poor posture. This is Dr. Sherry Jung at Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic. Give us a call today for a no-charge consultation at 785-242-4100.
Evercraft engine stands available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Arrows will send to the plate the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here in the third. That's Brett Hadel, Ryan Laurie, and Wyatt Johnston. In case you missed it, Ottawa lost their earlier game today 4-1 to the Lee Summit Outlaws. It was 1-1 until the 7th when the Outlaws scored 3 times. Tanner Gould pitched a fine ball game but tired in the 7th. Arrows got 7 hits but just could never get the hit when they needed it. They went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Brett Hadel will lead things off, hitting .259 on the season. No homers, 10 runs batted in. Calvin Wall back to work. Dumped off the bat down the first baseline fair. Fielded by George, and he'll step on the bag for the first out. Now the batter, Ryan Laurie. Ryan hitting .214, no home runs, 7 runs batted in. Fastball is grounded up the middle, fielded by Schimmel, the shortstop. Throw is just in time. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. Back to the top of the order for Wyatt Johnston. He walked and then was eventually picked off second base in the first. Johnston takes the strike. Up too high for the fastball, 1-1. Outside corner, strike 2 called. The ball well framed by the catcher, Parks. Curveball lined off the pitcher's glove. He'll recover and throw Johnston out. So the Arrows go in order in the third at the end of 3. Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. Let's pause for 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is a hideaway storm shelter. Get yours at Trendle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
We move to the fourth. Moline will send to the plate Volk, Parks, and Frieden. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for Moline. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for Ottawa. Each Wednesday at 12:20, join us for the Post 60 Coaches Show. Eric Chappell will get you up to date on everything American Legion Baseball as he talks to coaches of the Arrows and the A's, Kyle Altick and Scott Sneeden, some of the players, and a lot of other people as well. Each Wednesday afternoon, 12:30 to 1, the Post 60 Coaches Show on KOFO. Magnum Volk will lead things off for Moline here in the 4th. He bounced back to the pitcher's mound his first time up. It's from Michael. Butted down the third base line, charged by Swanson, comes up throwing, and he got him. Nice play by Swanson. A little harder to lay that butt down that third base line on a dirt infield, as that ball carried much farther than it might have on a grass infield. Batter Jacob Parks out on a ground ball his first time. Down low. Fastball outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Another pitch low, 3-0. That pitch right through there. Lined and the 3-1 pitch. Just missed, ball 4. Courtesy runner now for Parks. That is Noah Owens. Back to the top of the order, Ben Frieden singled his last time up. He's also walked. Pitch a strike. We're in the top of the 4th, 1 out, 1 on, 2-0 Moline. Ground ball, base hit, left field. Owens is second and holding, so 2 on with 1 away. Ryan Schimmel, the batter, beat out an infield single his last time up, 1 for 2. Breaking ball is over, strike 1. Grounder to second, might be 2, second out there, back to first, not in time. On the play, Owens to third. 2 outs, and the batter, Michael Connor, is walked and struck out. Pitcher steps off the rubber. Fastball high. That ball hit in the air to left. Johnston under it. And he makes the catch to retire the side. In the fourth for Moline, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. After 3.5, it remains Moline 2 and Ottawa nothing. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Aeros Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Get Czar stains and sealers for your outdoor projects at Trindle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Arrows try to get something going here in the bottom of the fourth. They'll send the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate, Gambrell, Mundell, and Laurie. Ottawa has just 1 hit, that an infield single by Wayne Laurie in the second inning. Ty Gambrell out on a grounder to the first baseman his first time up. Calvin Wall's pitch is up too high. Fouled it off over by the first base dugout. One and one the count. Pitch upstairs, 2-1. Gambrell laid off the pitch. It was high. Fouled it back to the screen, full count. Pop foul, back and out of play. And in down low, ball 4. Second walk issued by Wall. And the Arrows had the leadoff man on here in the fourth. The batter will be Brody Mundell, who struck out swinging his first time. Connor, the third baseman, well in over there. Bunt is foul, back of the plate. The Arrows just really struggle to get bunts down. Two nothing Moline, bottom half of the fourth. time called. Mundell wants to have a word with Kyle Altick.
Evercraft sockets and tools available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Have you ever walked into a business and been treated so well by the people that work there, you can tell they were meant to do what they do? That's what you feel when you walk into Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. For more than 50 years, you've been treated with personal service and attention while being shown the best in high-quality jewelry and accessories. If you want to drive out of town, be treated like a number so an associate can make a commission, and walk out with jewelry like everybody else, go right ahead. But for a unique jewelry buying experience, walk into Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2. Don't miss the party of the summer. Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band rocking the arena at the Franklin County Fair on Friday, July 19th. Tickets are on sale for only $10 at Kansas State Bank, Smoke Creations, Mugshot, CMI, and Homebase. Also online at eventbrite.com. Hear originals from Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band and covers from George Strait to Springsteen, Journey to Johnny Cash. Get your tickets now for Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band, Friday, July 19th at the Franklin County Fair. From the Franklin County Fair Board and KOFO.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
People like me are powerless over alcohol, and if we could outthink it, outrun it, do whatever we needed to do, we could beat it, but we can't by ourselves. Everything I have, everything I've done, I owe to Valley Hope.
An estimated 88,000 people die from alcohol-related causes annually, making it the third leading preventable cause of death in the United States. For more information, visit valleyhope.org. Sponsored by Valley Hope Association and the station.
Because of the Independence Day holiday, the First Friday Forum this month will be the second Friday. Learn and understand the working parts of your community, free and open to the public. Tomorrow morning's guest is Franklin County Emergency Management Director Alan Radcliffe, who will discuss the impact the hard winter and spring storms have had on Franklin County. The forum begins at 10 o'clock at Neosho County Community College and is sponsored by the Ottawa Area Chamber of Commerce, the City of Ottawa, Neosho County Community College, the Franklin County Health Department, the Ottawa Herald, Kansas State Bank, and KOFO.
Needing work? Want to do something different? KOFO is looking for someone to fill a part-time position as a control board operator. No previous experience is necessary, but must have a good work ethic, good communication skills, be familiar with computer operations, and have your own transportation. This could be your entry into an exciting career in radio. KOFO is an equal opportunity employer.
KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Dispro are sending you to the K to see the Kansas City Royals this summer. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Garnett. And you could be there to see the Royals host the Blue Jays on July 29th. We'll announce the winner on July 25th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
And Alex hits one well. Deep right center field. That's a way back, and it's off the top of the wall. And the Royals have tied it on Gordon's double.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Dispro and KOFO.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note Dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
I apologize for our technical difficulties. Moline sends to the plate the middle third of the order here in the fifth. Jacob Powles, Parker George, and Bryce Lucky, I'm sorry. Aiden Michael had a tough first inning, but since that time he has thrown well. He's allowed 4 hits total. He's walked 5, and he has struck out just 1. 4 of those walks came in the first inning. The stoppage here is our second umpire had to use the facilities, so we're still waiting on him. Actually, I guess we won't wait for him. Jacob Pauls will stand in here. Here comes our base umpire. Jacob Pauls has walked and reached on an error. Michael throws outside. He's thrown 72 pitches through 4 innings. Allen Lowe, 2-0. He threw 32 in the first, so since that time he's been much more judicious with the number of pitches he throws. Strike called, 2-1. Ground ball, backhanded by Ty Gambrell. He'll throw out balls, 1 down. Now the batter, Parker George. George walked in the first, reached on a fielder's choice in the third. Line the pitch inside. Fastball in there, 1-1. Rounder to short. Bad hop, but fielded by Adel. And the throw is offline. The tag applied by Ryan Laurie. Nice play on each end because Adel had a horrible hop there. And then the throw to the home plate side of the bag, and Laurie coming off the bag to tag Parker George as he went by. 2 outs. And here's Bryce Lucky, who singled in the first to drive home the 2 runs, the only runs of the ball game. He's also bounced back to the pitcher. Up over his head as Michael fell off the mound that time. Stumbled, I should say, did not go all the way down, but 1 ball, no strikes. Swing and a foul tip, 1-1. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. It's 1-2. A little bit low, 2-2. Pitch down low, full count. Michael would like a new baseball. He gets it from the home plate umpire. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. 2-0 Moline, top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Aiden Michael. And 3 up, 3 down in the Moline 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the score, Moline 2 and Ottawa nothing. Let's pause for 1 minute here. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Evercraft Air Tools, available at Napa Auto Parts in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Kramer Pharmacy, your local hometown pharmacy, makes it easy for you to pick up or drop off your prescription during the Legacy Square construction. Park at their designated stalls or near 134 South Main and call 242-0240. They'll bring your prescription right out or pick up your written script.
The City of Ottawa makes it easy for you to stay informed and be part of your community by visiting their website, ottawaks.gov. You can sign up for city alerts and city news, report an issue you'd like to see taken care of, even pay your bill online. It's where the city and citizens come together online at ottawaks.gov.
Napa Auto Parts has Gravely Lawnmowers. Stop by locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner today. You got to the game late, and the only place to park turned out to be a little too close to foul territory. But you're not worried. In fact, you watch the rest of the game before you even go check the damage. How can you be so confident? Your auto insurance is with local State Farm agent Keith King. There's a reason State Farm is the largest auto insurer in the U.S.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Don't miss the party of the summer. Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band rocking the arena at the Franklin County Fair on Friday, July 19th. Tickets are on sale for only $10 at Kansas State Bank, Smoke Creations, Mugshot, CMI, and Homebase. Also online at eventbrite.com. Hear originals from Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band and covers from George Strait to Springsteen, Journey to Johnny Cash. Get your tickets now for Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band Friday, July 19th at the Franklin County Fair. From the Franklin County Fair Board and KOFO.
Underway in the bottom of the 5th, Michael Hull, the batter. He has a count of no balls, 2 strikes. He'll be followed by Cole Swanson, then Brett Hadel. Curve, and it caught him looking. Hull was just frozen by that breaking pitch. 4 strikeouts for Wall now, 1 out. And the batter is Cole Swanson. Swanson popped out to the shortstop back in the 2nd inning. Pitch down low. One 0 pitch. That ball is hit in the air to left center. Left fielder over to his left. And the catch made by Bryholtz, 2 down. Now Brett Hadel. Hadel out on a ground ball to the first baseman back in the 2nd, or checked at the 3rd inning. Swing and a pop-up foul, and this one out of play. The Arrows have had just 3 base runners in this ballgame. Swing and a foul tip, 0-2. Curveball, missed low and outside. That ball is hit in the air to center field, shallow center. The shortstop Schimmel will make the catch, and the Arrows again go out in order in the 5th. 3 up, 3 down at the end of 5. Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. And let's pause for 30 seconds here. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Car need a paint job? Napa Auto Parts can mix paint to ensure your car looks the way you want it. In Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
It is good to know your AC is ready for the summer. Before it gets hot, call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Game moves to the 6th inning. Moline will send the lower third of the order up. Bryholtz, Volk, and Parks. $85 pitches for Aiden Michael. Kyle Altick was saying he would hope that he'd get a full game out of Aiden. Save some of his other pitching for tomorrow and Saturday. Aiden will not be here the rest of the weekend. Moline has led since the first. They took advantage of 3 two-out walks and then a single up the middle to drive home 2. Devin Bryholtz will lead things off. He has grounded out twice, once to the pitcher and once to the third baseman. Michael goes back to work here. Fastball on the inside corner at the knees, 0-1. Fastball sailed high, 1-1. Down too low. Two-one pitch is missing low, 3-1. Don't want to walk this leadoff man. Moline's looking for insurance runs. Ball 4 inside. So the leadoff man is on. Here's Magnum Volk. He too is grounded back to the mound and to the third baseman. Up in a bunting situation right here. Swanson is even with the bag at third. Of course, Laurie holding the runner on over at first. Throw that way and the runner back. Stretch, no, first to throw to first. Throw is low and dug out nicely by Ryan Laurie. Stretch by Michael. The pitch. Up too high with the fastball. One-0 pitch, fouled back to the screen. Count 1-1. Breaking ball over, strike 2 called. Holtz leads away from first. Check the swing. The pitch was up too high, 2-2. Michael steps off the rubber. Just off the outside corner, 3-2. Big pitch right here. You don't want to put two on with nobody out. And again, Michael steps off the rubber. Strike three called. Caught him looking with a fastball on the outside corner. One out. Here is Jacob Parks. He grounded out in the second, walked in the fourth. Pitch to Parks on the inside corner. Another throw to first. While Michael should be concerned with that runner, he appears to be overly concerned with that runner. Strike two, same pitch on the inside corner. Stretched by the right-hander. And the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball just foul outside of third. One thing I think the Ottawa pitchers need to work on is throwing waste pitches on 0-2. Quite often, they go right after the hitter, and sometimes that's not the best thing to do. Swung at a fastball up around his eyes and fouled it back to the screen. Still 0-2 to Parks. And the pitcher steps off the rubber. Fastball high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball, back a second. Who wants it? Hadel, the shortstop, calls it in, 2 down. Now back to the top of the order for Benjamin Frieden, who is 2 for 2 with a walk. Singles in the second and the fourth. And that throw gets away for the first baseman. Runner will head for second. He may not stop there. He'll put on the brakes, though. Really no excuse for that. You have 2 outs in the inning. All you need to do is get the batter. Little high with a breaking ball, 1-0. That ball is hit in the air to deep center field. On his horse, Michael Hull. He'll make the catch and then fall down right in front of the warning track. So Frieden gave it a good ride, but Hull was able to run it down. No runs, no hits, no errors. One error and one left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the sixth. Moline 2, Ottawa nothing, and we'll return after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is a Hideaway Storm Shelter. Get yours at Trendle Lumber, 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Dr. Mike Hyatt, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The number one overall health problem that we have and that we're dealing with right now would be being overweight or being obese. How do we talk about this? I think our role is to encourage our patients to become more active, encourage them to park a little further away out in the parking lot, to try and take 1,000 extra steps a day, to try and watch what they eat.
For your free consultation, call 785-242-4100, Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic.
The Arrows need to get something going here. We're in the bottom of the sixth. It'll be Ryan Laurie, Wyatt Johnston, and Ty Gambrell. Calvin Wall has been very good on the mound. He has allowed just one hit. He's walked a couple of men, struck out 4. Has not been overpowering, but has thrown the ball in good places and changed speeds well. Ryan Laurie to lead things off. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Laurie stands in. Pitch from Wall. Low and inside. Fastball is high. 2 balls, no strikes to Ryan Laurie. The ball grounded up the middle. Schimmel behind the bag at second, double clutches, and the throw is not there in time. Laurie is safe. So that will get the tying run to the plate in Wyatt Johnston. Wyatt has walked, and he's grounded back to the pitcher. Going outside, nice backhanded stop by the catcher Parks. This is the second hit for Ottawa. Johnston takes low. It's 2-0. Called strike on the outside corner of the knees. And some warm-up action down the left right field line now for Moline. Ground ball headed for right field. It's a base hit. Laurie to second and holding. And Ottawa has 2 on, nobody out. The batter, Ty Gambrell, who is grounded out and walked. Warm-up action for Moline is Landon Teal. Ball turns around, does not throw to second base. Gambrell had already shown bunt there. The corners are in. They're expecting a bunt. And the ball laid down foul left side. First and second, nobody out. Bunted back toward the mound. play is third, and they get the out there. That wasn't the best bunt. Got right back out to the pitcher, and the shortstop on the wheel play made the put out. So 1 out. Here's Brody Mundell. Brody's 0 for 2. Timeout. We're going to have a visit to the mound. I think in that situation with Gambrell, I would have preferred a little different strategy. Again, you're playing on a dirt infield. The ball gets out there much quicker. It's harder to deaden the ball. Gambrell, a pretty good bet to make contact. You've got your corners in, and he handles the bat well. He'll go the opposite way. For me, I would have much preferred Ottawa trying to hit away with Gambrell. But, of course, second guessing is always a winning game. Johnston out at second base, Gambrell at first with 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Moline. Stretched by a wall. Pitch. Fouled it off third base side. Throw behind the runner at second. Headed for third is Johnston, and he will be out. And again, Ottawa runs themselves out of an opportunity. Kyle Altig not happy with the call, but base running mistake is the problem right there. You're down 2 runs. You got to keep everybody you can on the base paths. So 2 outs, runner at first. One and one to count to Mundell. Popped up, foul, and drifting out of play. Now the count 1 and 2. Pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stretched by Wall. Ground ball, foul over by the on-deck circle. Mundell representing the tying run at the plate. Ottawa had first and second, nobody out in this inning. They're in danger of coming away empty-handed. Check this swing on the pitch up high, full count. Runner goes, pitch is ground to the third. Nice hop for Connor. Throw across is in time, and Ottawa out here in the 6th. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We'll go to the 7th. Moline 2, Ottawa nothing. And we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Aeros Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Don't let a dripping faucet drive you completely out of your mind. See Trendle Lumber at 1516 South Main in Ottawa.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today, play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, Equal Housing Lender.
New pitcher for Ottawa here in the top of the seventh. It's right-hander Michael Hull, making his 10th appearance on the season. 3 wins, no losses, an earned run average of 1.402. He's thrown 24 and 2/3 innings, allowed 14 hits, 9 runs, 5 earned. He's walked 21 and struck out 30. Aiden Michael goes 6. He allows just 2 runs, but those runs came early, and they were due to his struggles with his control in the first inning. Tanner Gould is now out in left field. Wyatt Johnston moves to center. Aiden Michael stays in the ballgame. He's at third base. And Cole Swanson now the shortstop. Moline will send to the plate here on this 7th. Schimmel, Connor, and Pauls. Michael Hull got the final out of the 7th inning against the Lee Summit Outlaws, but that was after the damage had been done in that inning. He'll start things off with Ryan Schimmel, who is 1 for 3, a single in the 2nd inning. Aiden Michael allowed just 4 hits. Hull's pitch outside. Foul back to the screen. Schimmel went down after that one, 1-1. Five bases on balls for Michael and 3 strikeouts. Teal continues to throw down the right field line. Next pitch to Schimmel is down too low. It's 2-1. Pitch misses outside, 3-1. Do not want to walk this leadoff man. Moline up 2, would love to get some insurance. Hit down the left field line, foul ball, giving chase is Gould, and he won't catch up with it. Three and 2 to Schimmel. Line drive center field. Johnson will have to play it on a hop. And Schimmel is on with a leadoff single. Now Michael Connor, 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Hull comes set. Pitch. That ball hit deep to center. Going back on it. Johnston still going back. That ball is going to be up against the fence. Runner to third and holding. It's a double for Connor. So 2 on with nobody out. Jacob Paul's the batter. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Foul ball back to the screen. One strike to Pauls. Outside, 1-1. Second and third, nobody out. Line into left center field. That's down for extra bases. And actually, it'll be a single, as good job by Johnston to cut the ball off. A 2-run score, and it's now a 4-0 ball game. Parker George will be the batter. He is walked, otherwise reached on a fielder's choice and grounded out. Bulls pitch outside. This Moline team put up 21 runs against Warrensburg earlier today. Throw over to the first, runner back. Warm-up action down the left field line for the Arrows. Fly ball shallow center, and it's going to drop in for a hit. Pauls stops at second. 4 straight hits to the batter, Bryce Lucky. Lucky a 2-run single in the first, otherwise he is grounded out and struck out. Called strike, 0-1. Way inside. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. Inside, 2-1. Ground ball to third. Aiden Michael will base Pauls to the bag and retire him, and that's the first out of the inning. So with 1 out, here is Devin Bryholtz. 0 for 2 with a walk. Down low. Michael Hull, as he came off the mound that time, lost his glasses. Better than losing a contact, unless those glasses would happen to break. Way up high, 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the 7th. Moline leads 4-0. They have first and second, 1 out. That ball is going to be in for a base hit left field. Run will score, and it's 5-0. Now the batter, Magnum Volk. Volk is 0 for 3. 5 hits in the inning and now 9 in the game for Moline. Stretch. It's DeVolk. Swing and a miss. Up too high. It's 1-1. Arrows really need a ground ball right at somebody here. And it's backhanded by Michael on the ground. Throw to first, and it skips on past Laurie. Here's a runner to third. They're going to wound him there, but they won't send him to the plate. Lucky retired at third base, 5 unassisted, but the throw by Michael was wild. Second and third for Jacob Parks. Parks 0 for 2 with a walk. All from the stretch. Breaking ball high. Inside corner, 1-1. Fly ball into shallow right center. Coming hard is Mundell, and he'll make a running catch. That ends the inning, but a good round for Moline. 3 runs on 5 hits, 1 Ottawa error, and 2 left on base. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, Moline 5, Ottawa nothing, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest Bank. My goal today? Play an epic drum solo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. Maybe I should have let an expert help me accomplish my goal. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. We can help you rock out buying a new home in no time. Get pre-qualified in person or on your phone. When it comes to your finances, trust the experts. Trust Arvest, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Calvin Wall will try to finish what he starts here. He comes out for the 7th inning. He'll face the middle third of the Arrows order. Wayne Laurie, Michael, and Hull. Arrows have just 3 hits. Ottawa's run themselves out of some opportunities as well. And as has been the case here lately, they cannot get the big hit when they really need it. Wayne Laurie will lead things off. Wayne has an infield single, and he's flied to center. Ground ball to third. Connor up with it. Guns it across in time, 1 down. Now Aiden Michael 0 for 2. He has flied out to center, and he has struck out. Swing and a miss. Monstrous cut, but nothing doing. 0-1. Reaching forward, he pops it up into shallow right. And the right fielder coming on makes a running catch. Frieden almost didn't get there. He called off the second baseman and then almost didn't make the play. So there's 2 outs. And here is Michael Hull. Michael has struck out twice. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Foul back to the screen, 0-2. Two out, nobody on. 2 strikes to Hull. Slow breaking ball is high. Struck him out, but the ball rolls away from the catcher. And Hull is going to reach first base. So the Arrow's still alive. Batter is Cole Swanson, who has popped out and flied out. Fastball outside. That's the 83rd pitch for Wall. Ground ball off the glove of the third baseman, fielded by the shortstop, and safe at second will be Hull. And it'll be an infield single for Cole Swanson. So now, Tanner Gould will bat for the first time in the game. Tanner hitting 200, no homers, 5 RBIs. Inside corner, strike called. Low and outside, it's 1-1. Ball hit in the air near the baseline. Pitcher comes on in foul territory to make the catch, and the ball game is over. In the 7th for the Arrows, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left in the final score here. Moline 5, Ottawa nothing, and we'll be back to wrap things up in 2 minutes. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, your local hometown pharmacy at 134 North Main, encourages you during the Legacy Square construction to use their free citywide at-home delivery. Call Kramer Pharmacy 242-2055 and visit KramerRx.com and download their free mobile app.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit QualityStructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to to work for you.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Be listening to KOFO every Friday morning for your chance to win a VIP prize pack to see Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band rocking the arena at the Franklin County Fair on July 19th.
Win tickets,
a meet and greet with the band,
and all access at the show.
It's the party of the summer, and you could be a VIP from KOFO. The year was 1949. Harry Truman was in the White House.
I accept with humility the honor which the American people have conferred upon me for the welfare of this nation and for the peace of the world.
The Yankees won the World Series.
With 2 on and 2 out, it's up to Hodges. He fans. The game and the World Series are over. The delirious Yankees winning 4 games to 1 pounce on lefty Joe Page. And sportsmen across the nation salute manager Casey Stengel and his courageous New York Yankees for the 12th time champions of the world.
Vaughn Monroe was on top of the charts.
Ghost riders in the sky.
And KOFO was on the air. We thank you for listening.
70 years of news, weather, sports, and the best country all day long. 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Well, the Arrows struggle once again to score runs, and they lose to Moline, Illinois, 5-0. Moline got 2 runs in the first. Aiden Michael struggling with his control, walked 4 men in the inning, and then a 2-out single by Bryce Lucky scored the 2 runs. Stayed that way until the 7th when Moline picked up 3 more insurance runs. Ottawa just could not get the job done offensively. They went 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position, and that made them 1 for 14 on the day, and that just doesn't get the job done. And the Arrows now 0-3 in this FIKE tournament. For Moline, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 10 left on base. For the Arrows, no runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, they left 5 on. Winning pitcher was the starter Calvin Wall for Moline, and the losing pitcher for the Arrows was Aiden Michael. His record is now 1-3. Ottawa back in action tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. They will take on Ellsbury, Missouri, and we'll have the action for you right here on 1220 and 103.7 FM. Again, the final here this evening, Moline 5, Ottawa nothing. This is Gary Bateman saying so long from Blue Springs, Missouri.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball on KOFO. Brought to you by title sponsor, State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. And by the Ottawa Chiropractic Clinic, Quality Structures Incorporated, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, Advent Health Ottawa, and by the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Kramer Pharmacy, Cosentino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank. Also by Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, CarStar, C.S. Cunningham Construction, and the City of Ottawa. This has been an exclusive presentation from your home of Ottawa Arrows Post 60 American Legion Baseball and your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
News, weather, sports, and the best country all day long. 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 7/17 U.S. only.
I'm Nick Soboleski.